Hello everybody, Red Badger of Courage here. Welcome back to another episode of Cassette Beasts. After a brief dimensional rift, we are back on our main adventure, and hopefully completing at least some of what we've got going on for us today. What do we have going on for us today? Let's see here. We have Land of Confusion to find Archangels. We have to find the Ranger Captains, me up with Eugene. I don't wanna, but I gotta. And Rumor Has It. I guess Rumor Has It will be our quickest one we can knock off right away. Let's see if I can get a few more basic tapes. Canned ice latte. What I want to know is how the latte and the pear fusilli is all made of wheat, because I feel like that much wheat makes a man more bread than man, and man cannot live by bread alone, so... Our first, I saw Eugene hanging out near a strange building outside of town. What is he doing out there? Oh, who knows. Rumors. We got one rumor down that's just telling us the obvious. I'm gonna skedaddle on over here. Oh, another rumor. I heard Captain Wallace is at the park right now. Again, just telling us stuff we already know, but I promise rumors are slightly more useful later on. They just kind of suck right now.
Well...
I heard a rumor that the ground under New Wirral Park sometimes trembles. So if there's a large vehicle passing underground, what do you think's down there? There's a new thing. That's our, That is our next objective there. Oh, I forgot that I got my ass handed to me last time I ran this guy. Hey, I never asked you how you're finding that first monster form I gave you back at the beach when we first met. It was Ken Devil, right? That's a pretty fun monster form. When I've used it in the past, I felt like I was on a permanent sugar rush. Got the feeling that ranged attacks were more effective in that form. Maybe Ken Devils have naturally good aim? It takes some time getting used to how each monster form changes how your body feels. It seems to me that you're doing a cracking job at learning the ropes, though. Let's just have a more balanced team. I like Pom Bomb and all, but at the same time, we already have such a high special attack heavy team. I want a little more variety. I suppose we can go find Eugene if we absolutely have to. I promise there's a reason I have contempt for Eugene. It's a valid reason. At least I think it is. Question is, how do we get over there? Toxic stab and treat. Alright, there we go. Checking recording. Recording is good. Alright, let's go see what Eugene wants. Hi, Eugene. Glad you turned up. Are you ready to take on the forces of evil? I guess so.
Momentous!
Momentous! Who says momentous? Alright, do you see that building over there? That's a stronghold. It is where these inhuman parasites form their dark plots to take over the world. Doesn't look that impressive. Looks can be deceiving, buddy. Their kind once plagued the world I came from, but we fought back. We won. There are a few of these strongholds. You might have seen them around. They lock the front doors, but we can drop in through a window on the roof.
All right.
Try gliding over from there. I'll be by your side, don't worry about it. Alright, we got Eugene as our companion. Eugene gives us access to Cloxley, a slow, squishy plastic type that goes all in on ranged, gaining access to the unique ability Spring Load, which converts all physical attacks of the user into ranged attacks to take advantage of his impressive ranged attack stat. However, he is slow and squishy. He doesn't really survive hits and tends to go down pretty early in combat. If he can actually get hits in, he does a fair bit of damage, but overall he's going to need to be protected a lot to really shine. Alright. Well, that was disappointing. Let's try that again. I guess you're supposed to glide. There we go. Oh, he's got a boring wing. I nabbed the window key from one of those ghouls while they were patrolling. We're gonna drop right in on them and flush them out. You ready? Born ready.
Hey!
We're taking down your operation, you leeches. You're being very uncooperative, young man. Why don't you listen to our sales pitch? Did he just say sales pitch? What do you mean? I thought that they were vampires. They are vampires.
Well...
Well, in a manner of speaking. I'd say they're worse than vampires. They're estate agents.
Yes.
The Land Keepers Association simply wants to formulate a long-term housing market within New Wirral. If you buy now, you can make a significant profit from any future arrivals who will need housing. Oh god, it's a pyramid scheme. Since New Wirral has no currency, we even have a promising repossession scheme in development.
Hey!
I've heard enough. Harbortown will never be bought out by your kind. Badger, are you ready? Let's show them what we're made of. As you can see, we get a new monster. We won't encounter this monster for a while, but I already went and made the bio, so... Pawn Dead, an Earth type with fairly low stats all around, likely gonna go down pretty quickly. However, it is your first opportunity to learn the move Fossil, which restores the user to full health once they are petrified, though petrified is a fairly low occurring status effect. Overall, probably not going to excel. It is a pawn after all, and in chess pawns go first, so he's probably just going to be setting up for his allies, sacrificing himself with AP donate and blood donation, as well as doing a little damage here and there with bone cannon and damage roll. But once he starts growing up, he's going to quickly fill his shoes as something more powerful and overall will be a useful member of the team later on. Now we're going to take out Springheel first because he is definitely not a friendly fella to have on the battlefield. You can see Cloxley's spring-loaded in action. Just as the life cycle of plastic products is often, unfortunately, to be buried in a landfill, Earth-type attacks bury plastic types. This limits their movement. Yeah, buried Earth against plastic will bury them, reducing speed and evasion. Which is bad because Cloxley's already pretty slow, meaning that and this brings me to an issue with... this is one of the issues I have with Cloxley, or Eugene, is his starter is just so weak comparatively to the rest of them, and I think I'm going to switch out to Carniviper. Yeah, being a plastic, he can't really attack effectively into the Pawn Deads. Damn. I swapped him out to save his life, not get him killed. Oh well, I got my level up. Carniviper gets Revenge Strike, which is really fun on poison types, because with poison types, any damaging attack has a chance of poisoning. So with Revenge Strike, you can just load down with stuff like that and just keep whacking them over and over every time they hit you. It's really funny if you get like two monsters that both have Revenge Strike, because there's a chance they can will just endlessly smack each other back and forth until one of them drops. Cloxley gets raised arms. Market growth is inevitable. We are inevitable. A small victory, but there's more work to be done. You don't really sound that dangerous. These landkeepers seek to profit off of our collective misery. I don't know how they got here, but I intend to stop them as a defender of Harbortown. Do you want some help with that, defender of Harbortown? Some help would be appreciated, yeah. Keep your eyes peeled for the other strongholds, and listen up for rumors when you're in town. Also take this. Landkeeper's window key. You can open the roofs on your own now. If we look here, we get a fused material. I guess we can run around with Eugene for just a little bit. I don't wanna, but I gotta. Let's see what our time is at. Not too late, we can... Eugene and you discuss new potential battle strategies. Alright, what's the next mission we're after here? Captain Wallace of the Ranger Outpost. Actually, we'll save Wallace for a little later. Little inspiration. We'll go save this guy over here. I'm sure he needs saving. Do you fight? No. Oh, a respool. I keep forgetting I don't have access to all the powers and stuff that I have on my main save. Because I use my main save to, like, for the bios and stuff, because I have almost everything unlocked. Let's have a trainer fight right here. Are you a trainer? Know who's faster than running? Fast travel. Just do it, press M and open your map and move your cursor to one of the squares. They can be traveled to. Basically, just fast travel is, well, just that. Fast travel. There are a couple new monsters out here worth investigating. Are you a trainer? Oh no, you're a snake. Smack. It's always been my dream to join the Rangers. I can't let that dream end now. Jesus, lady, I just wanted to talk to you. Oh yeah, here's Stardegrade. I already put the bio up, but we finally get to see Stardegrade for once. And, oh, that's only the user. We get to see how, Astral gets... Yeah, you can straight up see just how defensive Stardegrade is. Focus. Bonbon Blast. Toy Hammer. If I can find a wild Stardegrade, I'm probably going to use one just because of how tanky he is, because pairing him with someone who can take a hit who can't take a hit and just try to apply as much support onto him. Elfless gets Snow Rush. Don't let your dreams be dreams. We have our first puzzle up here. We got 4 buttons. But as you can see, we can't push them. But we are luckily strong enough to lift up rocks. Eugene, get out of the way. Alright. We pick up the rock. We put them... There's another rock over here. Oh, there's a new monster I gotta catch. This monster right here, they're hard to get a hold of because when they see you, they run away. But this is Puppercut, our first metal type, a physically oriented bruiser that focuses on getting in and hitting as much face as possible. Being a metal type, he can pretty effectively attack into earth and ice types, but suffers against electric and water types. He is defensively able to withstand the effects of poison types as they apply the coating effect to him. Overall, if you can catch one, I would highly recommend going for an all-in physically oriented build. Oh, that was close. We'll just use a ferrochrome tape. Probably wasted the tape, but you know what? I'm gonna make sure we catch this fella. They're hard to find. Puppercut. Ooh, he's got an uncommon sharpen, +1 duration. That one's pretty good. Puppercut was put into storage. I may actually swap something out for Puppercut. Sharpen. I'm leaving that trainer over there for a, because that's one of Kaylee's missions, so I'd rather have Kaylee in the party for it. Guess we're fighting Squirey. Ooh, we get a chance for Candevil to remaster now. Keep on, and this whole episode's gonna be nothing but bios. Oh, that's locked. Oh, another new monster. Not supposed to find this one yet, but here we go. Nevermort. A peculiar poison type that has high HP and speed, but low stats otherwise. It learns a curious mix of support and offensive moves, gaining access to Pustule Bomb, which allows you to hit multiple enemies, useful for clearing out walls or just applying multiple status effects overall, and Toxic Stab, which of course everyone knows Toxic Stab. Definitely worth investing in if you have a something that can keep it safe, as it can spread damage pretty quickly, making it useful against wall builders or wall teams or teams that rely heavily on defense. Being able to spread out poison over and over helps whittle down high HP opponents. The only downside is being weak to fire types. It tends to falter pretty heavily against any sort of threat.
Recording. All right.
There we go. We caught Nevermort. It's just weird that it's wearing a mask. Like, what's the beak look like? Fast and tanky, not much else, as you can see. Guess we're not getting through anytime soon. Damn it, Eugene. Alright, we'll head back, heal up, rest a bit, and we get to see our first instance of... Hang on. How are you finding your Candevil form? Kinda suits you, you know? Transforming into a pastel horn devil to defend the people of New Wirral. I like it. We're introduced to remastering. Basically evolution. When they get to 5 stars, we can remaster Candevil into, and we have a choice of what we can remaster it into. Either Malchemy. If you choose the alchemy path for Candevil, this is what opens up. A poison type that relies primarily on special attacks. Still a bit of a mixed attacker, can swing physically if necessary, but overall learns and uses ranged attacks more effectively. Being a poison type, you can pretty effectively swing into grass types, or plant types, but defensively you don't have a whole lot going for you. Pretty much you suffer from fire and cannot swing into metal or earth types. But Malchemy still enjoys a spot as a ranged attacker with decent speed and fairly moderate defenses. Or Ven Demon, a metal type if you choose the machinery path that sacrifices offensive power for a more defensive-oriented build. Overall, it learns more defensive stats, as well as access to a bigger variety type-wise of stats compared to Malchemy. And overall, definitely if you want a more backline support type to draw attention away from your sweeper. Being a steel or a metal type, it can pretty effectively tank most defenses except fire, electric, and water. And overall, just a very good good choice. There's no bad choice for which one you want to pick. Me personally, I'm going to go with Alchemy. Now, if we had chose Bansheep as our starter, we would have instead gotten the choice between Woltergeist, one of the paths of Bansheep if you pick to ascend to the afterlife, an astral-type physical attacker that learns a strange variety of moves that you wouldn't necessarily expect, such as Nurse and Phase Shift, which allows it to hit ghosts. Ghosts are a mechanic that will be relevant kinda later, not really relevant now, as well as New Leaf, which purges any negative or positive effects on the user. If you can stack New Leaf with a Haunt sticker, you can, in theory, become untouchable for a turn and then follow up with purging it before it breaks your tape. Overall, Woltergeist is a good choice for someone wanting a little more disruptive playstyle that can still put out some damage if it needs to. Or Zombleat, an Earth-type monster available if you choose to return to the Earth when evolving Bansheep. A very tanky monster, definitely oriented more for a wall-type playstyle, even more effective than Ven Demon, as it gains access to Sheer Luck as well as Cotton On, and having Crumble allows it to take out enemy defenses as well, effectively setting up for your more powerful allies. I've been saying that a lot, but it's true. There's a lot of good options available all around. In my personal playthrough, I picked the Woltergeist path and later got a Zomblade on my own, but I'm rambling. Anyways, great fella, good guy, has a little tombstone. Overall, can't go wrong. This really is turning into the bio episode, I swear. Anyways. We probably got just a little more time to explore a bit more. I'm gonna quickly... Right! Let's heal up a bit. Favorite dog breeds? Honestly, I'm personally a fan of like smaller dogs, usually because they have a longer lifespan, they don't eat as much, and when they jump on you it doesn't hurt. But I have raised a few different dogs over the years. I had a Basset Hound growing up, and then a Beagle that my mother married into, and then finally a treeing Walker Hound that we rescued, or rather showed up on our doorstep one day. Alright, where do we gotta go? You know what? Let's just go take on Captain Wallace. Wait, I need to... Alright, just doing a quick little bit of nothing particularly useful. Alright, let us let us rescue the Actually, no, we'll go after Captain Wallace, I think. Wait, where is Wallace? There's Wallace. I'm avoiding the cave for now, just because I know it's going to be at least 3 more bios, and this is already a bio-heavy episode, so... There we go. That bridge we opened up was Captain Wallace. Which begs the bigger question of how the hell did we get over there? Oh yeah, there's wild land keepers now too. You know what, let's beat him up. Just because we can. The value of property near the park is sky high. He's just got a normal spring hill. Hey, we get to see Malcolmy for the first time. Oh, I forgot Bon Bon Blast was neutral. I thought it was a beast type move. Oh yeah, I meant to... You could notice that just a normal poison type basic attack will also trigger... poison. Oof, the crime rate is also sky high. Well, got rid of that clown. Go away! Go away! I just want to fight Wallace. Let me fight him. Fine. You want to fight so bad? Everyone just wants to beat up on Sirenade. Oh, I forgot to capture a Squirey in this run. Was the alternate dimension that I caught him in. I have to take the long way home, so I'll just do a quick breather and I'll see you guys over there.
Hey.
Oh yeah, Dominoth also is going to be remastered, but we will save that for next time, because and here we are.
Well,
You want to know what really separates us from the monsters? It's infrastructure. Homes, walls, running water. And it's not enough to just build a community, you gotta maintain it too. A place like Harbortown can fall apart without diligent care.
I'm Wallace.
I'm Wallace. One of the Harbortown's ranger captains. I oversee any building work in New World. Ianthe said you were a promising fighter. I suppose you'll be wanting to take my ranger challenge. You ready? Yeah. Hope your training has a strong foundation. You're gonna need to be tough if you want to bring down my walls. We have Wallace, our first ranger captain. As his name suggests, he is going to be built around using walls. We're going to take out... maybe. We're going to take out traffic crabs. As you can see, they both set up for walls. If we can hit them with some really powerful moves. It's overall a pretty simple fight. It's just getting him to surviving long enough, and the fact the walls, if you don't have any way to break them down.
Hey.
I won't be demolished so easily. Oh boy, another bio. This is one of Traffic Crab's evolutions, so... Lobsticle, a Traffic Crab evolution focusing primarily on defense. Having insane defensive stats and still relatively low speed, Lobsticle is able to have a significant amount of staying power in combat. The quintessential wall builder, Lobsticle can learn plenty of moves to both set up various types of wall, as well as work with them with the moves Throw and Recycle. Throw allowing him to destroy his wall to convert it into a powerful ranged attack based on the number of turns remaining on the wall, and Recycle allowing him to consume the wall and build up AP. Both can be useful, especially if you're setting up for a fusion, gaining access to your fusion move right away. However, if you choose to go a different route with Traffic Crab's evolution, you get Weavelite, a speedy ranged attacker with respectable defensive stats, and a wide variety of move pool, not only what you learn naturally, but also what stickers you have access to. Getting access to echolocation and broadcast allows Weavelite to apply pressure to multiple members of a team, as well as having multiple types of moves lets it swing pretty effectively into most things. Being able to naturally learn water-type moves helps shore up Weavelite's weakness to Earth, as well as being able to attack into fire types as well safely. Regardless of which path you choose for Traffic Crab, you will be rewarded with a respectable member of your team. We're going to use Elemental Wall. As you can see, you can only have one type of wall at a time, which can be useful or not useful depending on Something to bear in mind is that walls do also apply the elemental effects. So, if you use a strong elemental attack against a wall, it will break it. I unfortunately do not have one because I forgot to get anything that could... Oh, bite. As you can, when he's below a certain level of health, he loses access to walls because you need a percentage of your health to sacrifice to use the wall.
Nice one.
Oh, he's Australian. My bad. Spring Heel also has to remaster. I'm saving Dominoth and Spring Heel's remaster bios for the next episode, because this one's probably going to run over anyways. It definitely is going to run over. I built up my walls and you brought them right down.
Nice work.
Nice work, you've earned this. We get our first stamp. Elemental Wall uncommon. Sacrifice. We got a better elemental wall anyways. Fused material and olive up. Olive flavored soft. I've never had olive soda. I've seen it in stores, but I'll tell you a weird soda I had was lime and hatch chili. It tasted like a sweet bell pepper with little soda tingles. I stumbled across that rare material while surveying the park for a building project. You can swap it at the town hall for some neat stuff. Alright, with that, we beat our first ranger captain, we took out some Ponzi scheme guys, and we also, or pyramid scheme, we also, I think that's really all we did. But, yeah, I think it's progress. I have a lot of bios to make now, so I will see you guys next time. Thank y'all for watching, and take care, everyone.